It's very pleasant. But even in the middle of a hot day with the sun shining, as soon as you walk in here, it feels really pleasant. All of the classrooms are designed to allow for natural ventilation, natural light. We generally get nice breezes coming in from the river, and we have these ceiling fans to move the air around if the breeze isn't, natural breeze isn't coming. All of these desks and chairs are made from, you guessed it, bamboo. It's bamboo and more bamboo. There are actually no nails. There's they're bamboo pegs that hold it all together. They're actually surfaced with beeswax, so they have a nice kind of soft finish. Students who graffiti their desks learn about the art of sandpaper and sanding. I remember about a year ago I set up an interview with a journalist who was interviewing John Hardy, the school founder. And John Hardy, has anyone met him by chance or seen him? He's a real character. He's one of these just force of nature people who, by the force of his pocketbook and his vision, got this project off the ground in a very short time. And but he's very dyslexic, and sometimes his manner of communication can be a little bit. This shouldn't sound the way it sounds, but anyway, he's got a very interesting style of speaking and thinking. And he was talking at one point to this journalist about the fact that we, unlike most schools in the world that have formica desks, which are impervious to anything, you can do anything to it and it'll recover. And we have these beautiful bamboo desks that you can harm. And he started talking about forming a relationship with the desk, students, and we have kids with formica desks, and they're learning about the world that you can drill it and you can punish it and it'll be fine. And our kids are learning about a different kind of desk, and hopefully that will have an effect on how they consider their relationship to the world. And I was sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, what is he talking about? And then I think 2 days later I was giving a tour to somebody, and I said, you know what? We have these bamboo desks. And anyway, kind of interesting. That's a green whiteboard here, which uses recycled car windows. I guess these are windshields, and here these are windows. So there's paper under there, and glass, and a bamboo frame. So we talk a lot about creative problem solving here, and not just learning about it in a book, but actually living it. So behind you is probably one of our more intriguing examples of this. This you're not seeing it in action. Let's see. Well, I could show. Maybe I'll show you in another classroom. This is actually our insurance policy against the rainy season. And if it gets very hot or very humid, or if it's raining really hard and students need a little more focused environment, this actually is, you see there's a zipper here. This gets covered by a big piece of canvas. You can see in the back there's a fan, there's a blower, and it inflates and becomes an inflatable classroom inside the classroom. We will also, this one's still being finished, but we have air conditioners inside of it. So we're green, we're sustainable, but we are a school. We're in a tropical environment. We want to make sure that our students can stay healthy, and also that they can stay focused enough to actually learn. Of course, most international schools in this part of the world, most businesses, most houses, certainly for expats, are built in concrete boxes. And if they didn't have air conditioning, people would, at the very least, be unproductive. They might even be unhealthy. We're an outdoor school in the jungles of Bali, but given the way that we've designed our structures, you don't actually need air conditioning all the time. Even in the middle of a hot day, as I said, it stays pretty pleasant in here. But we have it when we need it. Trying to teach or model, I should say, a little bit of a different use of resources. So, and of course, as you can imagine, the students love it because it's like, do you call it in Australia a bouncy castle?
Jumping castle.
Okay, I call it a moon bounce where I come from, but it's like, going to. We got the vortex down there, and the here. It's, it's a fun place to go to school, I think.